When he got drafted, the very first highlight that I saw was the incident where he punched a player, and you could tell that they were like mad at him, when he done that or whatever. And so it's not good that you see that as a highlight. The one thing I will say though is this. So I think it was inevitable that there was going to be a moment in this draft where we took somebody that the majority of people would have a head scratcher about, like, who? Whether it was us or any other team, that moment was coming. And so it indeed was us. Because many of us, especially on Twitter, which I saw some of the funniest things on Twitter, which were hilarious. And some not so hilarious. Some were kind of mean. But, we took a flyer on a guy. And to me, this is one of those moments where I look at this and think, okay, this has to be two things. Number one, it's a system fit, clearly because of the position that he played, which is kind of that outside linebacker that would be, predicated in a 3-4. The other thing was development, right? I think this is different than the regime from before. Like if they were drafting a player based on certain measurables, which is exactly what this is, we have to call it what it is. Like, I think that I would trust the developmental process here more than I would in years past, right? But I want to listen to something distinctly because there was something that Ejiro Evero said in this exchange that he had with him on the phone. And you could tell he spoke glowingly about this kid. I want to, just kind of play this and let me know what you think about this because I think this is very interesting. Check it out here.
Hello?
DJ, it's Claire with Carolina Panthers. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Doing good. Hey, we're about to pick you right here. I'm going to let you talk to our head coach, Frank Wright.
DJ, Coach Wright, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, you fired up? It's a big day for you, right?
Hell yeah.
That's cool. You can tell his energy was really high level because when you look at what a lot of people were saying about this kid, especially that incident, the incident is there. As a matter of fact, when he got drafted, the very first highlight that I saw was the incident where he punched a player walking off the field. And this was different from the LeGarrette Blount punching where, LeGarrette did kind of hit a guy, but, I think the guy still had on his, uniform. He just didn't have on a helmet. I couldn't really see on this one because it looks like this guy didn't have on anything, but like maybe he said something out of the way, to DJ and DJ got upset, turned around and punches him and his, team guys like coaches and stuff like that are pulling him to the side. And you could tell that they were like mad at him, when he done that or whatever. And so it's not good that you see that as a highlight. The one thing I will say, though, is this. Clearly that has to play into the reason why he fell. But, I wonder, is it one of the main reasons or is it because he played so many different positions when he was in college? But let's continue listening here.
Who are you there with?
I'm with the fam, man.
Great. Well, tell them we said congratulations. We're excited you're a Carolina Panther. I'm going to put you on the phone here with our owner, Mr. Tepper.
Hey, DJ, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
We're doing good. I'm looking right here at the DC. He's so freaking happy. I'm telling you.
Hey, listen, real quick. Shout out to Tep, man. Shout out to Tep. I have planned to do a Tepper appreciation video, and I'm not going to go too far into that right now. But Tep deserves his flowers, man. Regardless of what we think about this pick specifically, just for the body of work that we've seen from the time we traded up for this pick, coaching staff, all of that, Tep deserves his flowers. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
He's really happy.
Tell my dog I said what's up, man.
Yeah, I'm going to put GM Scott Fitter here. Hold on a second.
Hey, you ready to rush the quarterback?
Yeah, sir, ready to go get him now.
Let's go, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate you, bro. I'm excited.
Okay, hey, I'm going to put you on with our DC, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
DJ, what's up, man?
How you doing, Coach?
Yo, great, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yes,
Just
sir.
remember, we got to set the edge first before we rush the quarterback, all right?
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said? I'm going to play it for you again just in case you didn't hear it.
The quarterback, all right?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes,
Just
sir.
remember, we got to set the edge first before we rush the quarterback, all right?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Yeah, okay. All right, man. Well, can't wait to get you over here and get working, brother. Congrats again.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
I'm trusting that guy. We got to set the edge first before we rush the quarterback. What's been one of our biggest areas of concern? Run defense, right? We got to set the edge first. This he's big, man. 6'4", 260, big dude. You know, athlete. They're going to build on muscle. They're going to train him specifically for this position. He may not be a 10. If this guy turns out to be a 10, 12 sack guy, then we drafted a dude. But I think that with Burns being the primary focal point of this defense from a pass rushing perspective, for me, a guy like this takes the place for all the tweener athletes that we've had on this team for so many years. Carolina we have a rich history of being, bullies on the defensive line. Whether you go back and talk about guys like Chris Jenkins, you talk about the Charles Johnsons, the Kawan Shorts, the Starla Tulales, the Julius Peppers, and you just don't see as much of that as you used to see before. And I feel like this guy, and he's still kind of not the biggest of the big guys, right? But that's not his position. But I think that in this 3-4, what Ajiro wants to do is going to be amazing, right? And not for nothing, here's this. Because I know that there's a lot's going to be made about, trading in that 4th round pick that we got for Christian McCaffrey to move up to this spot. A lot will be made about Darnell Washington, a player that a lot of us liked being drafted at that 93rd spot where we were. A lot will be made about only having a couple more picks after that to make in this draft. But I think that what we have already as a nucleus will be developed well. And they're drafting players. As I'm watching this right now, I see that they just drafted Jamie Robinson. But they're drafting players that are going to fit specifically in this scheme. And I got to tell you, I'm happy with that. I'm thrilled with that. So that's what we're doing. Keep pounding.